who better to give us that killer instinct than the men of France's elite anti-terrorist force, RAID.
Since World War I, SWAT has been an integral component of French military and police training. It's a tradition that's proudly carried on today by France's elite special forces team, RAID. RAID stands for Research, Assistance, Intervention, and Dissuasion. Just the guys to pound us into shape for our upcoming fight.
RAID headquarters is nestled deep in the woods at a former 19th century monastery. Because of their elite status, we were brought to it in total secrecy.
I feel like we're about to get a mission we can't refuse. Our leader was Robert Paturel, a former 6-time SWAT champion, police officer, an all-around tough guy.
So, what is this place? Where are we right now?
Où sommes-nous en fait? À quoi ça ressemble?
Donc ici c'est un groupe d'intervention qui s'appelle le RAID.
The place of the RAID is a special force group, police.
So are they basically the SWAT team of France?
Like the same, yeah.
How difficult would you say it is to get into this organization?
There are selections that are physically a bit hard, yeah. It's an elite group.
Since its founding in 1985, RAID has been called upon to control riots, storm buildings to rescue hostages, and infiltrate and destroy Islamic terrorist cells. RAID is unique among police special forces units because it recruits not just from the police, but from all walks of life, including SWAT fighters. Today, RAID is made up of assault teams numbering 70 people, 25% of whom are former fighters, including some European and world champions.
In hand-to-hand combat situations, the elite officers of RAID rely on their SWAT training to help them survive. But unlike the ring sport, here, it's anything goes.
They've taken all the blows that was forbidden, strikes forbidden like low blows or strike to the throat, so they can strike with everything, with the shoulder, with the head, with even with the chest.
Now, what's some of the moves that we can learn here that would help us in a SWAT fight?
Alors aujourd'hui, ils vont apprendre une technique qui s'appelle, je vais la démontrer tout à l'heure, là, qui s'appelle le balayage.
Here you're gonna learn about the sweeping with the leg. You can go to a guy and sweep him and take him to the ground.
Sounds good. Good one.
Big jump balance, huh?
Yeah, really. Is that fun for you?
Oui, oui,
Yeah, really. Can he do it and slow it down as he's doing it to me, so we can see the technique?
The key to setting up the sweep is the aggressive punches. These get your opponent moving backwards.
And with, like here.
As he does, you step behind him, hooking the top of your foot against the back of his ankle.
That was good.
I just like watching Bill fall.
Yeah.
That's my gauge of a technique. If he can do it to him, it works, I'll train it, I'll use it.
This move uses the same principle as a throw in judo, off-balancing your opponent and then using his momentum to send him down. But it's much more aggressive. The sweep here is actually a strike to one of the most sensitive areas of the body, the Achilles tendon. Really good. No, I'm doing it right. I'm not getting this. Ah, God, I suck.
Il a pas passé la ronge.
But you have to make your hips. Yeah, no, I got it. Move your hips towards.
Push, push, push.
Push here.
Oh, I got it. Get him off balance first, Jason. Well, just like everything I learned in martial arts, this is a lot harder than it looks.
But if you can get this down, your leg to the size of a tree trunk, you're going to be able to take out anybody.
Absolutely. Let's try it a little bit more.
All right.
Off balance.
Even though in SWAT you don't score any points for knocking your opponent down, there is a reason for using this move in a match.
It's useful to send your opponent on the floor because it's tiring him, you know. Every time getting up is making him more and more tired.
Did you get more tired getting up?
I did.
Then it's working.
Now that we have the basics of the move down, It was time to try it out in the ring.
All right, now come back.
For that, Officer Paturel matched us up against a couple of his top guys.
Then come back. Turn. If you stay in front of him, he's gonna kick you.
Well, you can lose your balance on that.
Then it was my turn.
If you want to attack, if you're close to him, he cannot strike you, but you can. But if you stay at his distance, he's gonna strike you.
I stepped into the ring expecting some savate sparring, but this guy surprised me and turned it into a street fight.
He's going a little harder than my guy.
First, he caught me with a knee to the face, then a low blow, an illegal kick to the groin.
Good.
But the worst was a strike to my knee. That was going to hurt for a while.
It's a lot harder when you're actually moving with a guy that has good balance, unfortunately.
Next, Paturel took us outside and showed us a jab, kick, cross combo that could put an opponent down for the count. It's called the direct fouette direct.
Jab, jab, kick, cross.
Cocking his arms like a pistol, a fighter drives the hardest bones in the hand, the knuckles, straight into his opponent's face. The fighter then drives the tip of his toe into his opponent's midsection.
With the opponent still reeling, the coup de grace is a powerful cross to the weakest point on the skull, the temple, delivering up to 2,000 pounds of force.
Jab, jab, kick, cross.
Leading with the near arm, the first jab travels the shortest distance to the opponent. So what it lacks in force, it makes up for in speed. The second punch, utilizing both the twist of the shoulders and the forward momentum of the kick, can carry over 4 times as much impact. And just a few hundred pounds of force to the temple is enough to cause a knockout.
So we're gonna just block that jab and pull it to you and throw out your own jab. And it's kind of weird here because you want to throw a roundhouse, but in savate, remember, you're using hard shoes. So that little kick in the front to the solar plexus really does some damage. Hit the kick, drop the right. Fight's over.
Okay.
Our fight with Issa Sissoko was fast approaching, but we had one more stop. France's top national sports facility, INSET. There we would train with some of savate's deadliest fighters. The Bois de Vincennes are thick woods bordering Paris. Once the hunting grounds for